Every day we have thousands of interactions with professors, friends, family, and strangers. A concept we are all aware of but seldom think about is how we all follow a socially constructed set of norms, an unspoken set of rules for the way we speak and how our language is interpreted. These systems of terms, meanings, premises, and rules of conduct are formally known as speech codes. Different cultures have distinctive speech codes, and each individual employs multiple throughout their day. Our speech codes help define ourselves, our relationships with others, and our norms. Using different speech codes interchangeably and seamlessly is ingrained in our daily routine. These codes are also used to predict and potentially control discourse. Over time, ethnographers have identified patterns of language that emerge as 6 overarching propositions outlined in the speech codes theory. Jerry Philipson, an ethnographer and professor at the University of Washington, is responsible for the development of speech codes theory. He defines speech codes as a historically enacted, socially constructed system of terms, meanings, premises, and rules pertaining to communicative conduct. The first proposition is that wherever there is a distinctive culture, there is a distinctive speech code. In other words, every community you are a part of has a different speech code. These codes allow us cultural celebration and solidarity. The second proposition is that in any given speech community, multiple speech codes are deployed. Depending on who we are around and the situation at hand, we use different codes, sometimes using more than one at the same time. The third proposition is that a speech code involves a culturally distinctive psychology, sociology, and rhetoric. Every culture possesses their own unique speech code. Speech code contains the notion of what it means to be a person within that speech community. It is typically reserved for symmetrical relationships with people matched in age, gender, ethnicity, occupational status, and neighborhood location, but words flow freely with friends. The fourth proposition is that the significance of speaking depends on the speech codes used by the speakers and listeners to create and interpret their communication. In order to uncover the importance of a speech code, we must listen to the way people talk about it and respond to it. It is their practice, they decide what it means. An easy way to think of this is through the saying, words don't mean things, people do. Proposition 5 is that the terms, rules, and premises of a speech are inextricably woven into speaking itself. Often cultures have specific speech codes. More specifically, some have totemizing rituals, which are a careful performance of a structured sequence of actions that pays homage to a sacred object. The final proposition is that the artful use of shared speech code is a sufficient condition for predicting, explaining, controlling the form of discourse about intelligibility, prudence, and morality of communication conduct. When someone has knowledge about another person's speech acts, they have the power. With the power, they can take different actions to control or predict others. Through these 6 propositions, Philipson illustrates the importance and daily relevance of speech codes. They create and reinforce cultures, encourage uniqueness and societal contribution, and define our interactions with others. Though there are many facets of speech codes and metacommunication, all this boils down to the fact that good communication is the most important thing to create and nurture successful relationships. Now we will take a look at how speech codes have affected people and how they communicate with others.
Highway.
Or highway.
Interstate.
Highway. Or expressway.
Highway.
A highway.
And interstate.
Highway. Interstate. Here.
Highway. Highway. Ben.
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 Bean.
Ben.
Ben. Ben.
Pajamas.
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 Pajamas. Soda.
Pop.
Soda.
Soda.
A soda?
Pop.
Soda.
Soda.
Soda. Y'all.
You guys.
You guys.
Y'all.
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 Y'all. You guys. I'm not from Texas.
Y'all, because I live in Texas for too long now, but I used to say you guys. Same. College, y'all.
Interesting.
Before you guys.
Where are you guys both from beforehand?
Nebraska.
California.
We're not That'll be useful.